What the fuck? Oh, good. Okay. Sorry about that. There we go. Oh, fucking... What's my road now? Oh. What the fuck is wrong with my chair? It's too far. Alright, there we go. Jace! Hello. How you doing? This is... Fix the NSC coolant pumps and fix the NSC energy converters. Alright. So I was off for... I missed the stream for last week a few times. Because... I got sick, if you can't tell. And I am still sick. So... Yeah. And I've completely forgotten how to play. Let's run. It's dark as hell. Jump. Y. That's force push. That's pick stuff up and throw it. Alright, I think we're good. That's probably fine.
I don't like that sound.
FQ. I'm getting achievements left, right, and center as well. I don't think they pop up on the stream, but... Oh, yeah, they drop stuff. Or not. Oh, that's health. Never mind. I see my aim's as good as ever. Okay. Am I able to get back up that way? No, kind of. I can get back up. I don't know if I'm supposed to. Oh, jeez.
Go to ship. Fix it fast. If the plant goes boom, we can throw the spoon in the corner.
What does that mean, throw the spoon in the corner? That's a weird saying. Is it like a map? No. Do I just gotta throw something at him, maybe? Oh, there we go. This is definitely the pump, though. Right. Fix the converters in the pumps. I'm gonna assume there's a button somewhere then. What's this? This belongs here, I'm guessing? It's been like 2 weeks since we played this. That's why I've kind of forgotten. There we go. Pump. Fixed. 3 more to go, looks like. Oh my god. Whoa! Sweet fucking Jesus. God, please have some health. Okay, good. Oof. Let's crouch. Back. Okay. That was very, 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 very close. Turns out those things do a lot of damage, funnily enough. Oh, there's heaps of batteries here, okay. Oh, they're so gross. Oh, they sound so horrible. Fuck off. Right, where's the other one? Okay, I don't know what's a converter and what's a pump. This is another pump, I guess, though.
Shit. What now?
My old enemy, the clock, is blocking the pipes. You need to deal with that shit. He is very clever. He's trying to sneak in.
Ew.
We got him caught with his hand in the fish trap. Get rid of him.
Okay. That's disgusting.
What the hell is that? It's the most disgusting thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, not wrong there. It's disgusting. Do you mind not doing that? Can I like roll or anything? No, I cannot. Okay. Oh, that does nothing. Okay, good. Good. We just have to wait for whatever that is. Oh. Or run straight into it like that. That works too. Oh, man. So far so good, right? Off to a great start. Fuck's sake. Oh, I'm back out here too. Great. What's that? Furnace chamber. That leads to all the other stuff. Maybe I should try and get the converters working before I have to go all the way back down here. Try and get the converters
I
working,
don't like that sound.
which I'm assuming is just more batteries, but I don't really know. I didn't see anywhere else to put them, but I saw a shit ton of batteries around. So, guess we just start throwing shit and see what sticks. Let's grab one of these. Where can you go? Huh? On here? No. Or maybe they're just in a different spot. Which I think they may be. Okay. Well, there's a ton of those, so that's fine. Oh, and they actually respawn, I think, too. That's handy. Oh, really? Fuck off.
What the hell is that? Oh, that's the most disgusting thing I've ever seen.
Oh, and it does damage. Good. So, it's a maze, basically. Which, you know how much I like mazes. Which isn't a lot. Fuck with me, that's dark. I can barely see anything in here. Ooh, what's this? Was it a chest? What the fuck was that? Threshold. Oh, okay. Looked like a skull. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm good. Don't need to read that. They go boom, is basically all we need to know about that.
We need to fix this thing ASAP.
No, I'm working on it, I'm working on it. So that's... Oh, we did it. Okay, good. Somehow. Oh. A mercy chase. Investigate a strange light, the strange light in the break room. Where's the break room? Somewhere. Okay. Well, that's a, that's for that. And the trash around the furnace. Oh, that's back in there. Okay. That's the furnace room. Let's worry about this for now. Not what I wanted, but sure.
There go the pipes. Nothing more satisfying than manual labor.
That's not true at all. A lot of things are more satisfying than manual labor. I'll tell you what. Oh, and the coolant pumps, the energy converter's all the way up there. Holy fuck. He just fucking vaporized whatever I just sent his way. You're kind of strong. Bullshit. Oh, fuck you. Apparently we're not very, strong. We do a lot of damage, but we can't take much, damage. Figures. We're not wearing any kind of armor, we've just got a leather jacket on. Oh well. Ooh, fuck me sideways. Sorry about that. Right, I guess we'll just go straight into the furnace. We don't really need anything back there. Also, what's this? Mods. Hmm. Oh, for fuck's sake. Mission. So where's the break room? Break room is, well, back in the janitor's office. Jesse learns of another object of power, a merry-go-round horse below the break room. Okay. Burn the trash. How do we do that? This is radioactive. And bright as fuck.
My name is Dr. Pierce, lead researcher of the parakinesiology department. I believe I've discovered the Code Omega paranatural entity residing within the Bureau itself, right under our noses. Darling refused to allocate me the budget or resources, so I'm taking matters into my own hands. Let this recording be the proof I need to convince them. The furnace can speak. It's been talking to me for some time now. Listen. Did you hear that? It's a sentient force.
Someone has gone slightly insane.
I checked and there's no record of ever installing this furnace. I believe that... Oh, sorry. What?
What's talking to her inside her head then?
Yes, I can feed you. What do you eat? I see. I'll try to find some volunteers.
Volunteers to be thrown into the furnace. Wow, great. Oh my god, that's so bright. Is this what it means? No, that's not it.
By trash, did Ati mean barrels full of hazardous biological material?
Ah, I see.
Looks like they're breaking some environmental regulations on waste disposal. If that's what Ati wants,
Well, I think
then
you
I'll
might
get it done.
be right, because you're not really... I mean, do you burn radioactive waste? I don't really... No. What a shot. More records. What's this? Mail tube complaint. Object of power escaped the what? Panopticon a few weeks ago, and they want everyone to keep an eye out for it. So if anyone sees a merry-go-round horse zipping around the sector, let me immediately. Do not try and contain it on your own. And definitely don't bind it to yourself. Hey Boza, get this. The accounting department still says they haven't received my expense reports. They say the receipts probably got lost in the mail tubes because of a shift or a threshold or some fuckery. And that if I don't have the originals, they can't verify my expenses for reimbursement. This is such bullshit. Why do we even use these fucking tubes if they just spit our mail out in some other goddamn dimension? Just banding here before I make a formal complaint. Useless pieces of shit. Rodriguez. I mean, that's a fair complaint, I feel like. Alright, stay up there. Does it eat radioactive stuff, or is this just like gonna piss it off and it's gonna spawn a whole bunch of stuff to kill me again? And it looks like that's everything down here. I think, anyway. No. For a second then I thought we were really going to have to gather up like all those cardboard boxes. And the actual trash laying around, not these. I'm glad we don't, because that would take forever. Especially considering we only have a limited amount of telekinesis. Does recharge pretty quickly though. Really? Good. Oh, and 2 ability points. How do I use those again?
My name is Dr.
Yeah, okay.
Lead researcher of the parakinesia.
I think the only ones we have to really watch again are these. And the videos, because I think the videos give you extra where is it? Yeah, I think these things give you more stuff. Because I've noticed a couple times when we've watched them, then picked them up and watched them again, there's like a bunch of extra little tidbits in them. Not much, but probably in a game like this, it's probably worth doing. I don't really know. But, yeah. How do I spend my ability points? I forgot. Worry about that later. We'll go and try and find this horse, I guess. There is a fast travel point. Well, there is actually a room off the side of the coolant pump. Like over. Yeah, I guess we'll go and have a look at that. See if there's anything in there first.
I don't like that sound.
I know. Not her fault for repeating that. I keep dying. That's why she keeps saying it. Saying it. Wow. All the way on the other side, looks like. Oh, good, okay. Oh shit, okay. Oh shit. Hey. Oh no. So they're going to be a common enemy now? Great. So is it... That's the elevator, which will take us up to the power plant. I don't want to go up there just yet. I'd like to see what's in that room. Which is over there, apparently. I hope my voice isn't too quiet. I'm having to talk a lot quieter than usual. Because I'm sick. Although I do know my voice is a lot deeper, so maybe that's carrying it across. Should be fine. Probably. Clog complaint. That gross blockage down in the water systems is back. What the fuck is it? And where does it keep coming from? And why the hell does Artie keep yelling nonsense at it? He acts like he can understand him. Of course, he acts like we can understand him too. I guess that's just his brand of crazy. I'm gonna try out a new drain cleaner. Extreme strength. Ah. Okay. we're not supposed to be in here yet because I don't think we have the proper clearance, which is fine. As long as we know for sure. I don't mind having to come back and look at that, just as long as I know that I can't get into it right now. Okay, up we go. And then to the janitor's office to find a horse. I watched a bit more SCP stuff since we started playing this. And this is so much like SCP, it's ridiculous. I think some inspiration was had from this too. Is that it? Is that everyone? Ooh. That is so satisfying. Whoa, that was a rocket. Deputy supervisor, okay. Oh no, did she die? Oh fuck. Okay, so they can die. That sucks. Oh no, I think they're all dead. Or getting pretty close. Yeah, fuck you. You good? How many people are left? Oh. 1. 2. And the guy in the office, so not many. Good. Good, good, good.
Blockages in pipes C through F. When the converters and coolant pumps are working again, we should be able to get this help.
Goodbye.
I should be going.
Right,
Try to
down
stay
the lift.
alive.
Oh, actually, we haven't talked to him yet, have we? It's probably a good idea to.
Crewfield,
Oh,
you gotta lock down the lift. You know, sometimes I look around and I just think a desk job would be so nice. Oh, fuck it. I'd probably get bored.
What do you know about the hiss?
Not much, only what I've seen. Well, they use the same tactics that Marshall and Salvador taught us, which makes me think that the hiss haven't completely erased the people inside, which is a pretty fucking horrible thought. Or they're just using whatever they find in their victims' heads. In any case, they are really eager to get inside the power plant.
oh, I can tell.
Why do you think that is?
Shit, I don't know. They want to make my life harder?
What do you do here, Arish?
Security chief of the maintenance sector. I make sure all the weird shit down here doesn't bother the maintenance crews. Learned everything I know from Salvador. The best security agent this bureau has ever seen.
And you like your job?
I love it. You know, everyone thinks that maintenance is the lowest rung on the ladder just because we fix pipes instead of writing memos, but I gotta be honest. These are the bravest people in the goddamn building. I'm proud to work with them.
I've done a few odd jobs with these kind of folks. They say what they mean. I like that. What exactly is the power plant?
Listen, I only know what Salvador told me, but I know it generates all the electricity for the Bureau, and it's got 2 very simple rules. Rule 1, keep it below a certain temperature. Rule 2, don't ever, ever open it. Oh, and 3, it's classified, so I shouldn't ask.
Sounds like secrets are standard operating procedure around here.
Oh, yeah, it's all part of the job.
You get used to that eventually, I imagine.
What do you know about the service weapon?
Not much. That thing is director only. Salvador told me about the time he saw Trench use it. Sounds like that gun can do some serious damage. Yeah, I did see pictures of it once, though, and it looks different to that thing you're carrying. You modded or something? It's new.
Is new a good thing?
Given the circumstances, I'd say new is our best bet.
The facial animations are a little creepy. Yeah.
Do you know this Ati guy?
Of course. He's my favorite coffee break buddy. Dude has got some crazy stories. He probably knows more than anyone else around here. You can make sense of what he's saying.
Any idea where he's from? I'm guessing Sweden.
He's from where he's from. Look, there are just some stones that are better left unturned, you know?
I'm guessing he's like the
I should be going.
the keeper of this place,
Right.
you know.
He got a lockdown to lift.
He's always been here with the building, that sort of thing. Because there's always one, in stuff like this, there's always one caretaker. At least one caretaker. You already come in here? No, we didn't. Ritual impulse. I can't wait to actually learn what these are for. Oh, to use them, I mean. We go through here. Does this lead to the janitor's office? Let's just say it does. Yeah, cool. Hey RT, can you talk to me or no? Oh my god, it's a haunted lamppost. So it's set under the break room. Is there a way to get down? I mean, I could jump through. And now I'm back in ventilation. Oh god, my aim is dreadful. Where you going? Yeah. Ooh. Still can't talk to me? No. Let's get the strange light in the break room. Is it like an offshoot? Strange light. Is this it? No, that's a power plant. Janitor's office ventilation break. So, hang on, why is it telling me to come here? Below the break room. And there's nothing in here to interact with except the freaky light post. Lamp, sorry. Janitor's office. Should we try and head over? No, that's an elevator. Break room. You know what, just for the time being, let's do this energy converter thing, which is back that way, through ventilation. Probably should have just fast traveled. Oh well. I guess it isn't that well. What is that noise? Oh, that's explosive. Abilities. Right. Ooh. Yes, please. Fire. Ooh, so we can make it like a little minigun. Oh, I kind of want to do that. That's cool. Board countermeasures. Oh, so that's, yeah, okay. That's so cool. And you can just switch between them too. For fuck's sake. I guess I can get in it from... from the power plant. I think. Fuck's sake. Okay. If we fast travel back, maybe we can get in. Unless I need to find another keycard somewhere. Which wouldn't surprise me. Alright, so where are we now? Okay, this way? Oh, energy converters right there. Okay, cool. Wow, that is not very accurate. Full strong. No, it's not bad. Still, there's no accuracy in that. Excuse me. This way. Are you fucking serious? That's the elevator. Energy converters, here we go. Wrong one. Oh, come on. We good? We good. Lovely. Now. No. Can you just please grab the battery? Jeez. And where does this lead? This leads...
It's fried up. You need to fix it before the old twig pants inside the plant has a shit fit.
A shit fit? Ah, okay. I forgot you can't actually go past those. Which, now that I think about it, does kind of make sense. There was another one here. Oh, for fuck's sake, where are they coming from? Damage. 25%. Oh my god, that's gonna be quick. Alright. So we need unlock by upgrading, okay. So it's basically, it's insanely fast right now, look at this. I mean, I'm fine with that though. That's cool. I like a miniaturized minigun. Good defense. Let's get training course. Using objects and materials. Where's that? That's all the way back there. That's okay. We'll get to that eventually. Launch efficiency. Ooh. 9%. What's this one now? This is energy recovery speed. That one's probably better, right? Because we're getting a 16% increase rather than a 9% cost reduction. I actually have a better one here. Anyway. No, it's fine. Yeah, that's obviously not gonna work. Why'd I even bother? There's ones, I can open that. It is! Good. Oh, what was that? Oh, did I get both of those? That would have been a shot. Oh. Fucking hell, this does not make up for my lack of aim. Nailed it.
Won't blow up. Let's go lift the lockdown.
Alright, so it's over here. Hello? Oh, you can actually just climb that, cool. And that's all that's in there anyway, so where's this? This is back to... Well, this is the control room, cool. Next game is Wednesday at 8, usual spot. Hazard owes me 20. Arish still on a fucking winning streak. Someone please figure out how he's cheating. Thompson suspended for a game because of that shady dealing incident. Guy, I owe you 60. I bought beers last time, so it's Hepstonstall's turn. Remus. Okay, we got a little gambling ring going. Easy peasy. There's a lot of these fast travel points around too, which I'm happy about. Especially if we're going to be backtracking a lot, like I think we probably will be.
To protect them, forces contain the lockdown would only be lifted by a directorial override.
Mm-hmm.
This is what we came here to do.
So much is expected from the director. The responsibility, the privilege to steer the Bureau into dangerous waters and safely out again. To inspire and lead its people, to protect them. The board is there to advise you, but they want things in return. You hold all this in your old, trembling hands. I had to lose everything before I could see the Bureau is the director's life. There's no room for anything else. If the forces contained here escaped, we'd be dragged back into an age of superstition, terror, death. Assuming you think we ever really left that behind. Any emergency, any major containment breach, and the lockdown goes into effect. I implemented this security measure in my first years as director. I knew we were vulnerable. I'd personally seen the cost of sloppiness. I made sure the internal lockdown could only be lifted by a directorial override, only to be used when the director is confident the sectors are safe to be opened again.
Well,
This
no.
way, the director is the last line of defense. And if I screw up, it's on me, and me alone.
Okay, so sure.
That's it. The other sector should be open now. I think it's time I told Emily why I'm here.
Other sectors like this,
I'll risk it.
like Black
You
Spot.
two should get to know each other.
Right. So we're in the control room. This goes to the sector elevator. So where are we now? We're here, and that's back the way we like. That's the start of the area. This is, oh yeah, we walked past that before. This is that. Where is that? That's in the energy converters as well. Alright, let's teleport over there so we can open that, if we even can. If I can help it, I'd rather not have any locked doors. Makes things substantially more annoying. I think that talking is them. Oh, wait a second. Where am I going? It's back. Fucking kidding me? I've forgotten already. No, it's right there. Oh. How did I not see that door? It literally wasn't there for me a second ago. Man, I'm blind. Alright, so this is... Alright, I'm in the wrong spot anyway, I think. Yeah. Alright, let's head to the training course and do that, and then maybe we'll unlock enough areas to find wherever the break room is. We've got enough fast travel points too to zip around pretty quickly, so that's okay. Here we go. Oh. More notes. Book club. Last year, in the story, the protagonist and her love interest search for a cure to a virus called the Fix, which is simultaneously killing her and spreading across the world. To find the cure, they go on expeditions in dangerous, uncharted territories. People all live in walled cities now because it's a dystopian future, and along the way they just have to fall in love. I liked how we never got to know if the Fix was ever actually fixed. Ending was bold, especially for YA. The main character succumbs to the Fix when she's so close to the cure and commands her love interest to go on and save the world. She knows this is the end for her, but that the job can still be done. She dies out in the unknown, alone and surrounded by danger, but never loses sight of the goal. That's a good soldier's death. I gave this book 3 out of 5. I feel most of the teenage angst is a little lost on me, but I'd recommend it to my brother's kids. Alright, that's a fair enough review, I guess. And this way? No. How do I get... Oh, fuck. How do I get to the fucking... This takes me to the maintenance sector, which is the same thing as where I am, right? Unless it's going to take me down a level to the training course. Which it has. Perfect. Oh, there's some spooky shit going on here. What's this? Oldest house is a place in flux. Thresholds appear with no warning. What the threshold will contain is a question we can only answer once it manifests. The widely accepted theory is that thresholds are dimensions vibrating on a redacted frequency different from our own. When these frequencies match, the threshold will manifest in the oldest house, which acts as a blank. Others theorize thresholds are parallel universes, or possibly our own reality at a different point in time. Some believe our collection of altered materials affects the house or attracts the thresholds. We do not know for certain that thresholds are not permanent. Eventually, their frequency will shift. Some believe Earth itself is just another threshold connected to the oldest house, which is actually rooted in some other reality. This theory, while impossible to disprove, causes redacted in those who learn of it, so is actively denied. I'm guessing they mean it causes some kind of existential crises, which isn't really that hard to do. Okay, field training, here we go. Yeah, fuck all this stuff. Complete the training course and report to me.
So I just read this? Welcome to the Ranger Field Training course. The course must be completed in this specified amount of time. When you're ready to start, press the button. Is that all, or?
I always did love obstacle courses.
Get ready, Ranger. Course starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go.
Oh, you're fucking kidding me, right? Wow, that's slow as shit.
45 seconds remaining.
Alright, jeez. Hmm.
15 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Whee.
Course failed. Try again, Ranger.
Oh. Oh, I thought that was the end. Oh, fuck. Fuck me. Oh, I have to hit the button again, I guess.
Get ready, Ranger. Course starting in 5.
Oh man, this guy's voice just makes me want to fucking kill myself. Jeez.
1. Go.
Get out.
60 seconds remaining.
Wow, I was slow as shit.
30 seconds remaining. 15 seconds remaining. Course complete. Congratulations, Rainer.
Guessing this isn't usually part of the course.
So I was like literally there, but I just didn't run
It's
through.
protecting itself.
Because I'm an idiot.
I need to hit it harder to break that shield.
Oh, it's a safe. Use shield to complete the astral challenge, okay. That's so cool. Gold enemies are immune to Jess's attacks. Hold LB to shield, okay. Oh fuck. Oi, I got the shield up, you can't hit me. There's a time limit on that. Oh, piss. That's very sensitive. What's the point of a shield if it can still kill you? I mean, if it can still get through. Fuck's sake. Oh my god. This is going to take a while. We move very slowly, and I need a cough drop. What the fuck? Sorry about that. I haven't had to talk quite as much as now over the last couple of days, and yeah, I got like a really sore throat and cough and stuff. So it's not COVID. Pretty sure, anyway. Fuck off! There's so much damage. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. How am I supposed to get through that then? I guess, is it just so much damage and then it... okay. So... that's cool. I'll have to go and grab a drink in a second too. Shield yourself to pass the block. So what are we... ooh. I've been using it wrong. I thought it was kind of like a full body shield, but it's just like a out in front of you shield. Perspective threw me off, man. I'm also pretty sure it has a damage threshold too. Which is fair. You can't just use the same shield all the way through and just win the game. That doesn't seem fair. Oh, cool.
Good time to have a shield.
Fuck is that thing? I'll be honest, that's probably not going to see much use. I don't really use shield. Much to my detriment, I know. I like to do damage. Like a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. What's up here? Speak with Emily. Well, we will do that eventually. But there's some other stuff I want to go and have a look at while we're here. Holiday Memories tree. Item must be contained within a soundproof cell. A Holiday Memories brand white plastic tray with green plastic stand. The item repeats words and phrases spoken within a range of redacted feet, always in a tone below redacted hertz. This verbal mimicry has provided distressing effects on the individual it is copying. The item was taken from the Redacted, a Canadian research station established on Ross Island in Antarctica, where it was used to celebrate the holiday season. In 1979, solar radiation damaged the radio, severing the base's only means of communication with the world. After the frozen passages opened, a military expedition visited the base to re-establish contact. They found the base's occupants in various states of madness, rambling about voices in the tree. Military personnel discovered they also heard the tree speaking. After locking the item in a supply crate, they brought it back to the mainland, at which point the Bureau intervened. Alright, cool. Creepy talking tree, my favorite. Looks really cool. What's this? This is spin rate of fire boost. Is that more than what we have? Or? No. 25 we do. It's very quick. Alright. Best get the strange light in the break room. So I think the break room is directly underneath the janitor's office. I'm assuming. So we'll go back out and then make our way down to that, I guess. Should just be this way. No. I got it wrong almost immediately. This way? No, this way. Wow. Out of the 4 options, I chose wrong. Nearly every time. Something about talking is just making my nose progressively more blocked. So, you know, we're going to be even more nasally by the end of this. 10%, still not as good. Ah, so this just leads here. Okay. That's the energy converters. This is open now. So this can take me where? Black Rock Quarry. We haven't been to the Black Rock Quarry. But this goes... Okay. That's level 5. We're only level 2 still. Clearance level anyway. Right, we're not supposed to be up here then. That's fine. Have to remember about that. I guess it'll tell us to come here. So let's go to floor 1 then. The power plant. Oh man. What's in the fucking janitor? How do I get down to the break room? Said to have a look at a light, but I couldn't see a light. Oh shit. I didn't even realize what that was for a second. Oh, the guards respawn too. That's good.
Director Faden.
Hello. Oh yeah, we're the director. How do I keep forgetting that? So we go up a floor. I'll take us to the janitor's office, and there's, I guess, the break room in the janitor's office somewhere? I don't fucking know. Oi! Go! Take me up. Is this the break room? This looks like the break room. Strange light. Is it here? No. There's no fucking light in here for fuck's sake. That's straight to ventilation. So is that. Strange light. I'm thinking I'm just gonna look this up. This is annoying the shit out of me. Oh, here we go. That's kind of spooky. Apparently my eyes aren't working at the moment either. Yeah. What's going on in here? Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, fuck me. Alright, oh, we're nowhere. Okay, good.
Ugh, this place makes me nauseous. An object of power.
Yeah.
How do you think it got down here?
I don't know.
Carousel horse.
But I don't think it's going to be as easy as
Why
doing
is kid
this.
stuff always so creepy?
Yeah. That's a good question, actually. Why is kid stuff always so creepy? Don't. Oh my god, we finally have an event. Oh. The horse choo-choo allows you to evade dash, use it through escape. Oh, gosh. Fuck. It's like, oh. Okay. Alright. Yep, that's fine. So, yeah, cool. Does that go further? It does. Oh, there you go. Oh no, don't make me dodge that. Ugh, fuck. Oh, it's just grenades. That's fine. You and the horse are now bound, friends for life. Yeah, my best friend. I'm a horse boy now. Or horse
Let's see
girl.
if Hess keep up with me now.
Yeah. That's cool. That was well worth the hassle trying to find that. So now, I'm probably going to have a bit of an easier time. Staring into the light of God. What the fuck? Hidden location, you don't say. Jesus. Alright, I think that's all for our missions, yeah. There's this, but, you know, it's whatever. Cool, we got a bunch of ability points too, so, let's go to the fast travel point. Oh, fuck off. Okay. Apparently you can get stuck with that. Hey Matthew M, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Sorry, my voice is a little deflated. I'm a bit sick. But anyway, hey, yeah, how you doing? I'm doing alright. Oh, we can teleport straight to Central Executive. Cool. Oh, man. But yeah, I'm good, aside from being under the weather slightly. Yeah, not too bad. Oh, man. And sore as fuck. You ever heard of anyone having sore ankles? My ankles are fucking killing me at the moment. That's never happened before. It's a little weird. That's fine. Have you played this game before, Matthew?
Hope has asked us to document the Hiss incantation.
Oh, actually, let's upgrade before, otherwise I'll forget.
In person.
Launch grenades and rockets back. Ooh, 10%. Ooh, that's probably a good one. When released, shield propels debris at nearby enemies. That's probably an okay one. Finished it recently, nice. Yeah, this I heard a lot about this game when it first came out, but I only just started it like 2 weeks ago. I got it on the Humble Bundle, if you're familiar. But yeah, I heard like a shit ton about this game, and then nothing for ages. But so far, I'm pretty impressed. It's weird, which is a good thing. So I want to check out who's playing. Yeah. I feel like a lot of people must have played this when it first came out. I feel like it was fairly popular, right? Let's get energy. And I guess we'll unlock this. It's probably be helpful. And I want this one, so we'll unlock this too. Mr. Rush. Ah, yeah. That's. I feel like sometimes it's better to do it that way, because you don't get caught up in like the whole thing of it, especially if you stream stuff. You just get, if a new game comes out and it's fairly popular, then small streamers just get like thrown into the ocean pretty much and just disappear. Plus, I feel like it makes you appreciate it a bit more anyway. Countermeasures. Finally. What's this? Executive shadow. Well, I guess we'll just pick. Kill / video game the Hiss / armor / Beatles. Okay. Sure. Got any outfits? No. Let's go. Oh yeah, I have to speak with Emily. Fucking objective is right there. Where is she? Is she in here? Really? Yeah, have you ever, or have you heard of SCP? The, like, I guess it's a forum? Yeah, I guess it's a decent enough word for it. And, like, videos and stuff. Yeah, this game reminds me a lot of that.
Jesse, you made it.
Yes,
you lifted the internal lockdown.
Indeed.
Let's talk, Emily.
Yeah.
Yes, of course. Listen, Emily. Screw it. Just tell her. I haven't been completely honest. I have a younger brother, Dylan. When we were kids, we found an old slide projector in Ordinary's landfill. The slides created doorways to other places. Bad things happened.
Oh really? Well, you could definitely tell, I think.
Came through.
Because that's the first thing I thought of when we
That's all
started
she
picking
gets.
up all the
The rest stays locked inside.
like all the documents and stuff. That's the
But
first,
we
like,
found help.
just popped in my head.
Through one of the doorways, we met something.
Which I'm cool with. I like
A
SCP.
being. What kind of being?
It's hard to describe, but she helped us. We managed to turn the projector off. The bad things that came through the doorways were gone. After that, your people came. Tried to grab us. I ran away. they got Dylan.
I left him behind.
Bureau agents took your brother?
Yes. He covered it up. No one believed me. I just want to find Dylan. I've been looking for him ever since.
What happened to the slide projector? It sounds like another object of power.
I thought you took it. The Bureau. Along with Dylan.
I've never heard of it. But around here, I assume everything's classified.
Well, I was going to
I
say.
looked into the ordinary AWE case files after you mentioned it. Trench and Darling were both involved. A large area of the containment sector was reserved for it. The case hasn't been active for a long time. I have no idea if anything's still there. Can you tell me more about this being you found?
Let's hope you two get along. She's been with me ever since Ordinary. In my head. She led me to you. I call her Polaris.
As in a guiding star. Did Polaris know about the hiss? If she got you in here in spite of the lockdown, she's very powerful. Which may help explain your test results. Your readings are incredible, Jesse. Now, cross-referencing them with the database, I found 2 matches in Darling's old classified files. Unfortunately, I can't access them beyond the file codes. But one was P6, referring to a prime candidate for a potential future bureau director. This was logged years ago.
Dylan. Is that Dylan?
The other match is on something called Hedron, which must be connected to these Hedron resonance amplifiers somehow. All I know is that Marshall went to the research sector to secure the HRA production after the hiss first attacked.
So, Marshall seems like our best lead on Dylan. I need to go after her. How can I get to the research sector?
Use my keycard. The sector elevator will take you there.
Oh, sweet.
Marshall is the next step. What Emily told me about Ordinary, my powers being connected to things in the Bureau's past. I am so close to something. Do you feel it? Something's coming.
We take turns to come for a visit. I helped you. You owe me now. And when time comes, I will come calling.
Hang on a second. We already paid that debt by cleaning up your fucking garbage. That wasn't a favor out of the kindness of your heart. We had to do shit.
You're saying Trench was shot dead. The situation's getting worse.
I saw Trench and Darling arguing.
Let's get this. Propel debris. Ooh.
A couple weeks ago. Trench was
Yeah, no, I figured. He's kind of
Don't be stupid. Won't the Bureau
saying before that he seems kind of like the caretaker. Maintenance major targets. Oh, is this a timed thing? Oh, okay. I guess we better do this then.
Golden Child have gained from the boss?
Ugh, I fucking hate timed stuff. Energy competitors, alright. He's cool though. Creepy. And kind of strange, but cool. Actually, the way he talks kind of reminds me of the forest spirit from Shadow of Mordor, something. One of those things. Yeah, I probably will ignore most. Whoa, fuck me. As I was saying, I probably will ignore most of them, but we'll check one out and see how it is. I mean, if that's something you're into, they're pretty freaking good. I enjoy them a lot. But I think they're kind of grindy, so it's a bit of an acquired taste. Jesus. Oh, fuck. Oh my god. Okay. Can I have some of that health, please? You know what? I'm good. We don't have to. I'm not bothered. It's like a pet peeve of mine in games. I hate being timed like a lot. It just pisses me off. So I'm perfectly happy skipping those. Like the only game that I don't mind that's got timed stuff in it is a game called Drakengard on the PS2, and it had timed levels, so you got like an hour per level, which was dumb, but it gave you plenty of time to finish the missions, which makes me, it just was kind of strange that it was even there. I think the most time I ever spent on a level was 20 minutes, so it was kind of weird. But some games, they give you those fucking arbitrary timed main missions, and it's like, ugh, I just don't even feel like playing now. Maybe that's just me, though. I just instantly get salty. I mean, it doesn't take much to make me salty, though. Same, good. I'm glad I'm not alone on that. I think I quite enjoy. What is it? Fucking Zelda, the N64 one. What's that called?
I heard the hiss attack.
Oh my fucking god! What's it called?
Brings up a lot of new questions.
Legend of Zelda, Nintendo. Whatever that one is. But Majora's Mask I never played, for the simple fact that it had the Ocarina of Time. Oh my god. Yeah, that's it. I played that on the stream too. Yeah, I never played Majora's Mask just because of the whole timed moon crashing into the planet thing. It just never bothered me. Although I know some people love that game. And fair enough, it's like a cool game. But not me. It stresses me out too much. I got enough time limits in real life to deal with rather than adding more to that while I'm trying to, you know, ignore real life. I might have to change batteries in a second. My control's getting low. Oh, God. Oh.
Make for great internal communications. I'm looking at you, Mr. Tomasi. So, this is where the magic happens. Anyway, I've been here for 24 years now. I've always been here. And through those years, we've made discoveries. Authored studies of grave importance.
They're just as bad, if not worse, sometimes.
There's one thing we know, and that's how little we truly know. Rest assured, we're committed to keep pushing the known laws and borders of reality, and to make
I'm gonna have to get more batteries. Give me a second.
So, welcome. Assuming you have the necessary clearance, and do follow the safety protocols. Read the manual. Otherwise, bad things will happen.
Because a
research sector, huh? home of the Bureau's mad scientists.
An escort quest is like a timed mission with an extra fail clause in it. So if you run out of time, you're screwed. You gotta restart it over again. But when you've got an escort quest, it's like, oh, you've got basically a time limit for how long your fucking patience will last. But you've also got this pleb that you have to look after, and if they die, then you've got to start all over again, and they walk slower than a snail. Isn't that fun? No, it's not. I run 3 times as fast as this person's maximum speed. This is not fun. Uh-oh. Oh, they fly. Good. Okay, I'm gonna need the ability to stop those very soon. Let's keep adding. Yeah, there must be like... There has to be a reason then, right? Because they still pop up so often. Even in newer games too. So I guess maybe they just can't think of another way to have a person tag along, or and I mean I admit having some sort of companion in your game must be a difficult thing to get right, but holy fuck, there is definitely a good and a bad way to do it. And the escort quests are not good. Like maybe not as bad as some others, but there's a game, Dragon's Dogma, which has it's like fucking 70% escort quests. There are so many of them. Maybe not that many, but there is a lot. And they're really bad for that. They'll follow along, but they've got no health. Do very, very little damage. And it just makes you fail those missions so often. Take that. No, it's... If you don't take some of the escort... Oh, well. If you don't take the escort missions, you do miss out on a fair few of them. But honestly, they're not that... It's like, hey, someone wants to go and visit not the hot spring. The healing spring in fucking miles away. And in Dragon's Dogma, you can't... you have limited fast travel. You have to pretty much walk everywhere. So it's like... Do you want to literally walk with this one person all the way to the other end of the map and then use one of your very valuable fast travel items to get back to town? Because they wanted to go and visit the spring? It's like, fuck no. I have other shit to do. Dragon's Dogma's got a lot of good points, but that is not one of them. Oh, fuck me. Oh my god, oh, why did you stand up? I need to pad out the plates on them. Yeah, I guess that's a decent enough reason to put them in, but holy shit. Like, a good escort quest is over quickly, a bad one drags on forever. And it's just not fun. That's usually the first thing people remember, is like, oh yeah, I had to do that shitty escort quests. I'm probably distracting you. No, that's okay. I'm this bad usually. Oh, sorry. Plus I've been taking lots of medicine, so oh my god, I'm even worse off. Oh, hello. Doped out. Well, not quite yet, but if I take any more, I will be. I hate being sick. And And it doesn't happen very often, but when it does, fuck me, I get really sick. This has been pretty bad. It's not as bad at the moment, but I've been having like coughing fits and all sorts of shit. It fucking sucks. Plant complaint. Hey, so I was just wondering about the plants in research. Is it really necessary to sing to them? I mean, that janitor does have a nice voice and the plants sure seem to like it. Maybe he could just switch it up a bit? I'm getting pretty tired of the tango. Where did these plants even come from? No one seems to remember when they were planted. And people like them a bit too much, if you ask me. Are we being invaded by houseplants? Worth looking into. I mean, if you know anyone who likes plants, they're pretty much like that anyway. Okay, basically you have to stop the hiss. We didn't get that already. Okay, what about this? Research sector.
Welcome to the research sector of the Federal Bureau of Control. I'm Dr. Casper Darling, head of research. Somebody thought this video would make for great internal communications. I'm looking at you, Mr. Tomasi. So, this is where the magic happens. Anyway, I've been here for 24 years now. I've always been here. And through those years, we've made astonishing discoveries, authored studies of grave importance, and in all this work, there is one thing we know, and that's how little we truly know. Rest assured, we're committed to keep pushing the known laws and borders of reality, and to make the Bureau proud. So, welcome. Assuming you have the necessary clearance, and do follow the safety protocols. Read the manual. Otherwise, bad things will happen.
That was ominous. I quite like these recordings and stuff, even though they're live action, which I don't play a lot of games that have live action in them. But somehow it works really well, which is a good achievement, I think. Excuse me a second. Oh. Possible AWE in which an unnamed individual experienced transcorporeality via a phone line. Event is notably similar to AWE blank in which blank blank. Event response. Event is believed to have been caused by blank blank, and as a result, the following measures have been taken to prevent blank 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 blank. Yeah, I think they work really well for the game. And they are a little awkward, as I think all full motion, well, they call it FMV. I think all of that's a little awkward in video games, but it does okay. I'm going to shove that grenade launcher or rocket launcher or wherever it is directly up your arse and fire, you bastard. Oh yeah, I'm glad I missed that. There's a really infamous one. Oh fuck, I can't remember what it's called. But it was like pandered in the time because it had a lot of scantily clad women. Like there was, took place at like a slumber party, and these teenagers, when in reality they were like 30. Were being like hunted down by these monsters, I guess. And yeah, because it had a few of them in bikinis at some point, or like underwear. It was like not received very well. But if you look at it now, it is so fucking tame, it's ridiculous. Oh yeah, I can evade, I forgot about that. Yeah. I get, the name will come to me, but it's, fucking video games were such, well, they still are really, back in the day, were so persecuted. It was ridiculous. Like the famous one is Doom, because it was like the first super violent video game. People really didn't like that one. Well, a very particular group of people didn't like that one. We good? We got all that? This is, where does this go? This leads, oh, this is all new. Better go where it wants me to first. Satanics, yeah. See, there's a game my brother used to play for the PS2, and it was called Punisher. I think it was just called The Punisher. It wasn't a very creative name, but one of the main mechanics of that game was torturing information out of people, and then you could choose whether or not to. Actually, let's see if I can find a clip of it, because it's like really bizarre. Not bizarre, but super graphic and violent, especially for PS2. Oh god. Can I just, which is the shortest one?
Shut up and take my money!
Really?
Stain experts attesting.
Let's go this one instead. See if we can find a part of it.
Hey, you're the Punisher! Thanks,
Oh, here we
man.
go. Yeah. To interrogate enemies, you have to torture them. And this game was, I don't even think it was rated R, I think it was like M.
Bite me, asshole!
And me and him used to rent this from Blockbuster and just play this.
Runs it! He's up on the 4th floor!
So, and this was like, this is only the first level, but in one of the later levels, there's a drill press, like a big stand drill, and to get information out of it, you have to slowly drop this drill towards this guy's head and then back up and then down. And then you could choose, you get like different rewards depending on whether you let people live or not. It's pretty fucked up. Fun game though. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, it's like super brutal, and that's one of the ones I remember because that's like one of the most brutal. But there were others in there. There was like you could burn someone alive, and it was fucking horrendous. But like I said, it was fun. I might explain why I am the way I am. Slipped at times. I know, like it's. Hang on, what was it rated? Because it might have been rated MA. But it wasn't R. Punisher PS2. It was rated M for mature, so it wasn't even like high up on the rating system. Not that the rating systems really mean much, but yeah, so like crazy brutal. It is a fun game though, and it's like well worth it if you can get your hands on it. But I think if you want to buy old games these days, you better get your pocketbook out because kind of expensive. And altogether, I reckon they would just try and ban it because it was. Usually they don't really like torturing games, do they? As soon as there's some kind of a torture scene or anything like that, it tends to bump the rating up so freaking high. That and like, okay.
She's in trouble. I need to reach her.
I can't get through there. Yeah, torture and like anything to do with kids. If you show a kid getting murdered, that's usually a good way to get your rating bumped up pretty high. What was that? Oh, what was that? Actually, not even just like a kid getting murdered. It's anything to do with kids tends to pop the rating up quite high. That was quick. That was really quick. Dude, did they let you kill kids in that? Well, you'll actually get, I think if you play games on Twitch at least, if you play games that have any kind of child murder, it'll ban you. So if you use one of those mods in Fallout, for example, that do let you kill the kids, it just bans you. From what I've been told, anyway. Oh my god, do I have to go all the fucking way back? Jesus. Okay, good. So it's obviously a sensitive subject. But I own those old, the old Fallout games. I didn't know you could do that. I've not played them fully yet, but... I think I played like a couple hours and I got basically soft locked myself in the game. I did something I probably, I guess I shouldn't have. Oh, nice. And just couldn't play any further. Hi Carla, does it strike you as odd that Darling insists on having us appear in those bizarre videos of his? I mean, we just stand there and he doesn't even let us have lines or anything. Don't get me wrong, beats a day in the lab, plus it's always great to work with you. Oh yeah, I finished the comparative analysis of the 2 black rock samples you sent. The prism or whatever you called it. I filed them in the usual place under C for Carla, a handy mnemonic device, right? Haha. Anyway, let me know if there's anything you want to discuss about the data. I'll gladly explain. Maybe we could chat about it over some drinks or dinner even. I can't remember the last time I had a good steak. Maybe we could go together after work sometime. I'm free tomorrow. All the best, Hubert. Kill the kid, you get the child killer title and all that. I mean, that's a good response for like a lack of moral compass. See, old games were like that though. They let you do it, but they would punish you for it. And I like that. I really quite like Fallout New Vegas. I don't think you can kill kids in that. But that was very much more kind of similar to the old games, where you could just do it, and you might literally break a portion of the game, but the game's gonna let you do it anyway. That's really cool. I didn't know that. It kind of makes me want to play the game actually, and just, oh god, I don't know how much I can talk about killing children without being banned. It's like the bot is gonna pick it up, which would be unfortunate. Yeah. Ooh. I wish more games actually did what Fallout New Vegas did, and just let you do pretty much anything. Which you don't really get these days. Too many rules and kind of lines to follow. Which I get. It's kind of hard to make a game like that where you can just go and kill the main leaders of the factions as soon as you get out and basically end the game way ahead of schedule. I mean, it's tough.
Constantly changing labyrinth.
But you can still do it. You don't get that in games anymore.
I'm averse to using objects of power. I don't want to lean on things I ultimately can't trust.
Yeah, I think you're right.
The ashtray
Definitely.
and the cigarette, smoking there forever, have their uses. The ashtray maze they conjure is an impossibly changing labyrinth that no one but the binder,
yeah, for sure,
and those the binder invites, can ever pass through. The things we hid in dimensional research, the things Darling studies, the danger and the risk involved, call for every measure of security and protection I could bring to the table. The maze, hands down, is our strongest lock. I gave Darling and his chosen crew license to pass through the maze. Lately, I've started to think I should revoke that license.
Oh, Darling's a little bit,
Can never pass through.
You fucking kidding me? What am I supposed to... Hang on a second. I pressed B to get out of it and it fucking dashed me. I played New Vegas a lot as a kid and I don't think I really fully understood how much freedom there is in that game. Because as a kid you don't really care, do you? You're like, oh, this is fun. Let's move on to the next game. But as after having played so many games for the stream, you kind of get a bit more perspective on what that actually means. And how rare it actually is. Let's try that again. So it's a maze of some kind. I don't even know if it'll let me in, but I'll have a look anyway. It's not our... Oh, we didn't come into his office. Oh, that's right, we got attacked, didn't we?
I've been feeling
Oh god. That connection. Yeah, no, that's, we don't need to read that. Oh, he looks a little tired.
I've been fielding questions recently regarding HRAs. What are they for? Do you always need to wear them? And what's the deal with the Hedron resonance anyway? Fuck. Despite what you may have heard, HRAs are not monitoring devices. We're not tracking your movements or listening to your conversations while you're wearing them. We do that regardless whether or not you're wearing an HRA. Think of them as a life preserver. Only instead of water, the thing HRAs protect you from is classified. One day that classified, not water, might pour in, and you'll be glad you got an HRA keeping you afloat. And if you don't have an HRA, don't worry. It'll be quick and painless. Kidding. I'm kidding. We're making more.
Not his usual chipper self, which is a little disturbing, but...
Regarding HRAs.
Ah, yeah, so it's playing on here.
Do you always need to wear them?
Another one. Budget request. I suspect my colleague Dr. Harrington has already contacted you asking for an increase to her department's budget. I'm not surprised. Parapsychology has always been a squeaky wheel, all fast but no results. Parakinesiology has always been the stronger department. More breakthroughs, more tangible data, more usable research. I'm sure a man of your esteem can plainly see which department is more deserving of the budget increase. Just think that those additional resources could do for an already formidable research team. Anyway, I know you're a fan of single malt, so I left a bottle of well-aged brown on your desk. Yours in admiration. Dr. Abraham Lewis. Okay, so they're trying to butter him up a bit. spend years studying such. Alright, just everything, stuff about what connects the astral plane.
Despite what you may have heard,
Okay.
HRAs are not
Resonance theory. Resonance is there, but we can't see it. It vibrates around us, through us, from us. Oh, it's like the Force! But what if the vibration is conscious? What could a force like that do? Blank opened a door to a blank I've called blank. The blank emits a force that is far beyond the forces we previously dealt with. It has shown me so much that I have to wonder, is resonance the key element in all altered phenomenon? Ores, altered items, objects of power, do they share a common blank that we've yet to discover? We can harmonize control points. What else would the correct frequency allow us to achieve? What if resonance has been the answer this whole time? Prefer to file blank for report. Star Wars. Very true, yeah.
tracking your movements,
Which I
listening to your
do enjoy.
conversations.
I like Star Wars quite a lot. And being able to throw things around like this is fun. Which Star Wars games so I think I said that when we first played this too. I'm glad I'm not the only one who thinks that. That's so sad that this game can do. I mean, it's not sad, it's good for this game that it's done Star Wars powers better than Star Wars has. One day, Star Wars will get there one day, it'll just take another couple decades. Oh man, I'm not very good at mazes. Oh, that's good. You a big fan of Star Wars too? Oh, you're in the right place then. Okay, we'll just keep following it then. Did that just fucking leave me out? Excuse me, no. I want to go further in. Here we go. Oh, I see, it keeps changing. So we're gonna have to run in here multiple times. Alright, we'll go once more and then that's probably enough. I don't think that's all we're going to see for the time being. Alright, let's get out of here. Might be something we have to do here later on. Let's actually go where we're supposed to. I'm the director, I can take weapons back. That's fine. Favorite Star Wars movie? No, I don't have a favorite one. I kind of just, I have, like, they're all my favorite. Like, including, like, the TV shows and stuff like that. I just kind of put them in all in the same group. I don't know, they've all got their good and bad spots. To me, anyway. How about you? You got a favourite one? Okay. Down. I think we can get to it from there. Pretty much the same. Yeah. I think they're they're definitely meant to be enjoyed as a series, rather than just single movies anyway. Dodge efficiency. Can we upgrade? No. What have I got here? Evade energy costs. It doesn't cost that much at the moment anyway. I do, however, not have anywhere near as much Star Wars merch as I would like. I don't even have a lightsaber. Ugh, basically a fake fan. But lightsabers are expensive, my god. And they take up a lot of room. Just, I know, right? I say I like Star Wars and don't even own a lightsaber? Ugh. What's wrong with me? That, and I also don't have any room to put any merch in. I have a Star Wars duffel bag. I have some bits and pieces, but not as much as I'd like. One day, when I have the room. Oh, that's an awful effect. Beta helmet. Oh, that's just as good though. Is it one of the... Can you wear it, or is it like a display one only? How good is that, everyone? Okay, good. Because I think the like display ones are a bit cheaper, aren't they? There's someone in there. That's still pretty cool though. The voice changing stuff seems to be like kind of rare. And a lot more expensive. I saw there's a Lego shop near where I live, and they have the Lego Darth Vader helmets, which I almost bought, but it was like fucking $200 or something. I was like, oh, I'm good. I don't need it. Yeah, it sucks. It's such cool stuff, but man, it's expensive. Go to the mail room. Where's the mail room? Ah, I'm good. It's fine. It's timed. I can live. Whoops. Missions. Old boys club. Cheers. Wow, we got turned around pretty bad there. Oh, thank God, a fast travel point.
Similar to an iceberg, what you see is not what you always.
That's actually got to pay for that just for getting it for my birthday. If I wasn't impressed. Well, I mean, you're allowed to buy yourself a present on your birthday. That's like one of the main. That's the best part. I'd say $200 for the Lego one was a bit expensive, but for the actual one, I think $200 probably was like a decent price.
Important to the Bureau.
Because here we have like a shop called Zing. They're just like all over the place, and their helmets, Vader helmet, I think are like 300 or 400. Oh no, they're actually not too bad. This is an older one. It's 240. And they got the Mandalorian helmet now too. Oh, and socks. And Boba Fett's helmet. Oh my god. I'm gonna put that away before I start buying stuff. This Pierce is precise with the charge shot that penetrates armor. Oh, I don't really like charge shots. We might as well. We can afford it. Mods. I'm good.
Most information on the astral plane is classified.
let's watch this here. So I got. Yeah, I think that's a pretty decent price for it.
Similar to an iceberg,
Yeah,
what
you're
you
better
see
off
is not
going
what you
online
always
a lot
get.
of times.
Regardless, this place is vitally important to the Bureau. Most information on the astral plane is classified, but we can talk in broad strokes, keeping in mind that these are staggeringly complex systems, and simplification does them no justice. Now, the white non-space, the ever-present inverted black pyramid.
Oh, you're in Australia too? Yeah, cool.
The board, all linked, intrinsically tied to the.
I usually just assume people are from America, because they usually are.
Choosing a director tied to all objects of power in terms of who controls them. Yes.
Oh, it looks like there's a bit of that missing. Alright, let's go.
But we can talk in broad strokes, keeping in mind staggeringly complex systems. And simplification does.
On we go. Yeah, Zing tends to be, at least I find, a bit more expensive than everywhere else. It's got better stuff. It's got more stuff usually, but nearly anywhere is cheaper. It's good if you got like a gift card or something though. The Astral Exhibition was originally built for the astronauts. Well, astronauts, to use as a training location, a place to grow accustomed to the sights and sounds of the astral plane before diving into the real thing. We could have done a better job with it, but Blank was being stingy with the budget. However, once we discovered the Blank, we decided to repurpose the space similar to how zoos hope familiar surroundings will affect the well-being of their animals. We hope to observe the Blank's behavior in an environment similar to its home dimension. So far, it just breaks everything we put in it, but Rome wasn't built in a day. Addendum. New naming conventions have been established for the astral entity known as Astral Spike. Outdated terms in this report have been redacted. Wonder statue for those too much. Yeah, it sucks because I think Zing and EB Games, they get a lot of like the exclusive stuff from everywhere. So unless you have it shipped over from overseas somewhere, which usually ends up being more, or sometimes it's cheaper if you're lucky. Then you kind of just have to bite the biscuit and buy their stuff, which is annoying. I don't like exclusives, because then they can just slap whatever price they want on it. Oh, thanks for the follow, Matthew. Appreciate it. Welcome to the mist. Yeah, so unless I know Zing is like the only place I'm gonna get it, I tend to look everywhere else first. I've been lucky a few times and bought stuff from like.
I can't believe they keep that thing here.
Jesus. Bought some stuff from like England and like China and the US, and it's like a bit cheaper, but you just gotta wait a bit longer. This will be fun. Oh, this is its cage. What am I doing here? Oh, I have to power something, obviously. Here we go. No. No. Thank you. Oh. That's not what I have to do. That's just like an opening on this thing. Okay, can I go back in? I need to actually look and see, have a look at this place in here. There we go. Jesus. Fucking Christ. So what's actually in here? Oh yeah, there's some batteries over there. How did I not... Oh man, my eyesight. I'm not doing great. Hey, that was being very generous just then.
What was the Bureau doing with that?
I'm pretty sure I missed that, but well, like it should have gotten out, but I'm glad. Gave me a bit of leeway.
Someone answer, damn it! We need backup down here.
Hello?
Marshall, are you still there?
Shit. We're so close. We need to hurry.
Heals other enemies. No, I'm good, thanks. Yeah, no worries, Matthew. Jesus Christ. Oh wow, that was so much health, oh my god. I'm so over those fucking rocket launchers. Oh, there's some stairs over here. That'll probably be a good place to start. Ooh, fuck. Why do the snipers have the rockets? Oh, we can only have 2 weapon forms out at a time. I forgot. I didn't realize that actually. Dr. Darling, last night I had a dream. In the dream, I was given the solution to a staffing problem I'd been presented with just yesterday. The problem is of a confidential nature and must therefore remain unclarified here, but I can assure you that the method through which I received this helpful information was undeniably paranatural. I only draw the conclusion that I possess exceptional precognitive abilities and as such offer my services to the Bureau's research team. I must utilize my powers for the greater good. Okay, that's just someone rang 911. Oh, we can take them out of their, like, out of their pockets or whatever. Fuck off with the fucking grenades, jeez. Let's get the X-ray light box. Ooh. Okay. So that's where. Hang on. Let's make sure I haven't missed anything else. Two things. Groupthink. Study extends the workings of Irving Janis, Robert Barron, and others by proposing strong causal links between groupthink and the passive or active use of telepathy. Through these connections, the parapsychology department carried out variations of Solomon Asch's original conformity experiments using a telepathic individual as a subject. Extensive qualitative and quantitative data resulting from these experiments was then used to identify telepathic interference from the group. Further empirical findings suggest measures can be taken to safeguard against telepathic influence on behaviors by engaging in blank. Rather boldly, this paper stands to revolutionize decades of groupthink theory and provide new directions for further experiments on the mind, including manipulation of blank and blank. Wow. Yeah, cool. Basically just people who were chosen to explore the astral plane. So now we can take the elevator, which is cool. Which I think we'll have to take to get down to the X-ray thing anyway. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Marshall, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Who is this?
My name is Jesse Faden. I'm coming to help.
Faden? Hold on. I'm setting the elevator for you. We need to talk.
She got that right.
Yeah, I'm the director. Yep.
More of you? Really?
Oh, fuck. Powering along. Yeah, we're getting there. Probably only, we'll go for another sort of half an hour-ish too. Gotta get up early for work. But gross. No, that's okay. I usually stream sort of 3 hours anyway, from Monday to Friday, as much as I can. I work so much though, so fuck, it's kind of hard to keep that schedule. But yeah, usually if I'm having the day off the next, I'll stream a bit longer. I like to do big long streams, but with my schedule, it's a little harder to do that.
Marshall is right down the hall.
Hi. Do you stream as well, Matthew? Oh god. Oh, you're more into watching stuff. Oh god. Down the hall, so I'm guessing they mean in here. There she is.
I was starting to worry. Congratulations.
Yeah, unfortunately. Gotta pay the bills.
I'm Helen Marshall. At a bureau.
I am. It's called passive fire. So I'm like, I go into buildings and make sure they burn. If a fire is started somehow, and that building catches fire, it's my job to make sure it takes as long as possible to burn down. So it's kind of a boring job, but a necessary one. I make, say, a building sets fire and it's on its own, it takes about an hour to burn down. I'll make sure it's up for at least 4 hours before it burns down. So you and your possessions can get out without being burned to death. Which is, you know, it is what it is. I usually just watch them and think you're streaming. That's fair enough. I mean, streaming is very fun. I love doing it. I met lots of cool people along the way. But just a word of warning, if you do start streaming, it takes up a lot of time. So it's fun though.
Patience. Zachariah's dead then. And I assume you found his gun.
Yep.
Just call me Jesse. Trench told me to find you. He said you could help.
And he told you this through the hotline. Makes sense.
None of this phases her? Really?
Here's the situation. Darling created the HRAs in a lab nearby. We need more if we're gonna survive this attack. My rangers can't secure the lab alone, not against those things. We need more firepower.
At least she seems to know what's going on here. She could know about Dylan.
Yeah, it kind of is.
I can clear out the hiss. I'll be your firepower.
That's a good answer.
Is she testing me?
Darling has systems in place to protect his labs.
More.
They should help you get past them. We'll talk more after you clear out the hiss.
It's a shitty job, I will say. It's like I'm kind of in all the crawl spaces. I'm in the ceilings and underneath. You know.
Sorry, but we can't risk a breach.
So it ain't much fun. It's more intense on the fucking, like, the fact that it is super important, it needs to be done. And at the end of the day it does, I guess it saves lives too. But the most intense part is the fucking admin and the people I have to deal with on a daily basis who make me want to go and play in traffic. Rush hour traffic. Oh, yeah, let's leave that up. Oh, I just tipped all the luck out. Oh no. That's an old, I don't know if you call it a wives' tale, but if you have a horseshoe hanging up like that, it catches the luck in it. And if you tip it upside down, all the luck falls out, which I just did, so I whiffed it.
In this place that can improve our luck, we ought to.
Oh yeah, you're telling me. And it's like, a lot of the places I go to, I'm legally not allowed to talk about, really, as far as I'm aware. Because I'm going into like sensitive areas, so that's kind of cool. Well, I don't mind that, but it's not much fun when you can't really talk about what you do that much. I can tell you like specifics, like what I actually do, but I can't tell you where I do it. Which is like everywhere. Thankfully, I'm not based in just one particular area. I go pretty much everywhere. Which makes my job a little more bearable. But not much.
We have to help them.
Something. Where's the healing thing? There it is. Yeah, I guess you'd say it's pretty important. It doesn't feel important when you're doing it because it is such like a physically taxing job. Like I'm so unflexible. It's not. I can't even touch my toes. And some of the spots I have to get in are like I have to like twist up around pipes to get to stuff. It's just I fall back. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's pretty important. Just wish it was a bit more fun. That's got to be all of them. Holy shit.
Covering fire! This one seems pissed.
Uh-oh. Chief Lewis. Yeah. Yeah, I don't plan on doing it for too long though. Well, hopefully anyway. Because one of the people I work with, He's like a lot older than me actually, and he's been doing it for a lot longer. And man, he only does the paperwork side of stuff now because his like body is so completely screwed. Which I don't want that to be me. So yeah, have to find something a little less damaging eventually. There we go, Jesus. What else is there? Oh, alright, we're good. Can I do this now? Not gonna have another big boy drop down on me. Getting worse. Yeah. It sucks, like the construction industry in general is like that. I mean, no matter where you work, you're gonna end up with some kind of issue. If you sit at a desk your entire life, then you're gonna have back problems. If you're on your feet all day, your feet are gonna end up screwed, and so are your knees and legs and your back. It's kind of just picking out. I mean, going to the gym and like looking after yourself helps a little bit, but at the end of the day, you can end up a fucking wreck anyway. Just when. I guess that's not true for everyone. Some people are just very lucky, or just look after themselves very well. Oh, there's no blip. Not blip. No thingy here. Yeah, very true. That looks kind of creepy. What's along there?
This way to the lab? Okay. You must like these HRAs. Sounds like Darling built them. And most of the things around here.
Altered
If
item.
Marshall
Well,
can't
yeah,
help us
true.
with Dylan,
Yeah, we can hope.
he's our next best bet.
I will begin by
Assuming
introducing
he's
various
not
stimuli
dead
to the item. First, a
or
low
taken
voltage
over
electric
by
shock.
the hiss.
Hey, what did she say?
Altered item
Yeah.
number 52AE analysis, session 2. I will begin by introducing various stimuli to the item. First, a low voltage electric shock.
Ooh, fuck. Jeez.
No response. Next, I will introduce heat via a standard Bunsen burner. No response. Next, a series of solutions will be applied, each with a different value on the pH scale, from 0 to 14. No response to any value. Next, I will attempt to communicate. Can you understand me? Can you understand my words? Quack if you can understand my words. No response. This concludes session 2. We'll need time to prepare further tests.
God, could you imagine being the researcher in charge of that? Okay, so your job today is to test out a rubber ducky. Have fun. Try not to die from boredom. And that's it. The only thing here is a rubber duck. Well, I suppose there are worse jobs. Alright. Through the creepy hallway. Oh, great. Bending holes. True. Is that what you do? You dig holes? Oh man, okay, hang on. So we just need... There we go.
You let me hear.
Landscaper's labourer. Yeah, that's another back-breaking one, I can imagine.
Hello again, Director. It appears we have a new problem. We need to get the HRA machine working.
I've replaced a couple of spark plugs, but this looks a bit more complicated.
Darling must have had a system. Randomness isn't in his nature. The punch cards, the symbols, the terminals. How do they...
Pushing barriers all fucking... Oh man, that sounds awful. Black rock prisms are unique formations of black rock, distinct in both... I mean, okay, that's fine. They're black rocks, basically.
I'll see what I can do.
Yeah, I've done some labouring work in the past, and it's fucking awful. Pretty much no matter which kind of labourer. When you get someone else doing the labouring for you, then it's okay, but... Ugh. Not great. I used to be a scaffolding labourer. That was fucked. That was absolute. I've not worked in a well, I've worked in a lot of shitty places. I've been very unlucky with my work, and still am really. Situation, yeah. Oh, did we? Oh, we'll have to go back for that one. What's this? This is
altered item number 2.
Oh, that's okay. Oh, fuck's sake. I'm missing a card somewhere. See, as it comes. Yeah, that's the best way to do it. If you end up like stressing out too much, then you're pulling out your own hair and making things worse, really. Okay, we've got some whiteboards here. I guess we have to look at
we need to find all the punch cards.
all of them. So there's 5. That is very true, yeah. That's like one of the shittiest industries, I think, is scaffolding in general, whether it's the stockyards or the actual scaffolding. It's just fucking garbage. I can't attack anything in here, which is annoying, but I also can't see another card, so maybe if we go out here, it might be out here. Where does this go? There we go. Probably not what we need, but that's cool anyway. One of the machines might already have it in there, I'd say. Alright, so. Let's just chuck one in there each for now. What's in here? Ah, there we go, there's the last one. So this is... Oh man. This is not going to be I can just get away with doing this randomly. Configurations. Okay. Put that one there. Oh no. Get it stuck here. Yeah, I don't play a lot of puzzle games. So my brain isn't really attuned to them. Let's go and grab the other card. I think I have a rough idea of where everything goes, kind of. So let's take that out.
Each punch card should correspond to a terminal.
Too powerful or for our use. Dimensions, feedback loop. I'm guessing I don't want to make a feedback loop. Okay, so is it just those three? So if that's got a 1 on it, this has a 3 on it, that's got a 5, so they're numbered, which is good. So I might just take photos of these, because my memory is fucking garbage. And that's putting it politely.
These whiteboard drawings may be important.
I know. Not that dumb. I mean, I am, but still. Looks like a little smiley face. So, okay. I think if you put all these boards together, it kind of matches up. But we shall see. And then this one. So, let's look at all these photos. So the first one is does this one have a number on it? 4. Cool. So number 1 is all the way over here. Number 1 is number 1. Number 2 is the little, that one. Number 3, which was this one, is the black square. Number 4, oops,
What do the symbols mean?
is either one of 2, but we'll find out pretty quickly, I think. What does it say? Is that the feedback loop one? Oh, so we'll try this one, and then where's number 6? This one. Try and turn it on. No.
What do these whiteboards mean?
Alright, we'll swap these ones out. I think I might have got these mixed up. Possibly. But if this isn't it, I'm just looking it up. I'm looking it up. I can't be bothered.
Try different combinations. One of them has to work.
Below is a solution to the puzzle. Oh, I know where all the cards are. I already got that. Wait, fuck off. To the all. Oh, I don't think I was far off. Oh. Did I miss a... 2, 3, 4, 5. Number 5 is half the card is black. That's the one I've got in it now. Number 4. Yeah, that's in there. Alright. Number 3, what was that? It's this one. Oh, okay, I think I got this one wrong. Need to swap this one and this one around. Yeah, of course, because they've got that switch there. I was close. Very close. Okay.
The prism shattered. Darling's prototypes have a lot of issues. We need a new plan.
No, fuck me.
We need more Black Rock prisms to make this machine work. Darling has another lab down in the Black Rock processing site in
Oh
maintenance.
my god.
That must be where he keeps the prisms.
So obvious.
I'm in
Yeah.
maintenance already. I can find my way.
But how long will that take?
Um.
Nothing here is simple. I need to ask her now, before I go.
I need something from you first. What do you know about Dylan Faden?
I knew this was coming.
Mm-hmm.
Lives are at stake here, and we need this machine working to save those lives. Once that is done, Director Faden, then we can talk.
I don't know. I feel like
right.
being the
As
director,
much as I don't wanna
you'd
admit it,
probably force the issue a little
I'm
more.
the only one who can help.
Fine. I'll get the prisms first.
Dylan will have to wait just a little longer.
But don't call me Director. Jesse is fine.
I'll call you Faden. Here, you'll need this keycard.
Thanks.
Yeah, exactly.
Emily Pope has set up a base in Executive. Once I have the prism, I'll meet you there.
Right. I'll move out immediately. And keep an eye out for Darling. Finding him might be the key to stopping the hiss.
Okay.
It's just one large-scale HRA. It's there now. We are about to be exposed to a different kind of resonance. Hostile, viral, invasive resonance. That's what the Hedron resonance amplifiers are for. Taking the protection Hedron can provide us and keeping us from being wiped out.
Oh my god, okay. Spooky.
Here, this will lead back to Central Research.
Ooh. I don't want to go there yet though, I have like another mission after this. In the hypnosis lab, which is all the fucking way at the other end. Joys. Yeah, I mean that was an okay puzzle though. I think once you grasp the what do you call it? Well, once you get the gist of it, it's not too bad. Okay, so the stairs back. Oh fuck me, miles away. Really? We're doing this again? Okay, so we're down here now, which actually isn't a bad thing. Been in here? No, we haven't. Good. So this is back to parapsychology, and we take this here. This way. Oh. There's like some stairs at the very, very, very back of this that lead down. Hopefully we have access to it. Ah yes, the creepy talking, my favorite. Yeah. So I must have just walked straight past it and not even realized it, which is fairly typical of me. Yeah, I did. I just completely fucking walked straight past it. Good job, me. Okay.
I see it. Another object of power? They're just standing there, mesmerized by it.
You doing alright there, buddy? I assume that would be something a bit more important than those, but that's fine. Felt kind of bad, and it didn't solve my issue, so it was kind of pointless. What are you looking at? What is that? Why does it keep like flashing at me? Looks like a radio. Well, that's usually my default. That's like what I back into, you know. I can't figure something out, I just murder everything in close range and hope that that solves it. Which, I mean, usually it doesn't, but... Alright, we need to find... It's just that there. So, the ruthless extermination of those poor people was unnecessary.
Please state your name for the record. Paul Warren, astronaut first class, and you are aware that exposure to the astral plane can result in death, disability, personal injury, corporeal untangling, cognitive collapse, loss of ego, and partial to full dementia. Yeah. I am. And you acknowledge that your use of the astral conduit, aka the X-ray light box, is purely voluntary?
Yes, I do.
Perfect. Your suit is good? Okay, you're all set. Open the door for Mr. Warren, please.
Seems like he didn't really care much about the possible dangers. Use C's to complete the astral plane challenge. Alright. Find another way to defeat this enemy, okay. Sure. Tell me how to use my ability. Oh, just find another way. like that quite a lot. I like being able to control my enemies. Whenever games let me do that, which is a pretty common thing. It makes me happy. Ugh. Still playing with the map, dumbass. Fucking try and kill these things instead of walk around with your thumb up your butt. It's more fun in RPGs and stuff, like open world things, where there's usually like a little bit of dialogue saying, "Oh, why are you betraying me?" or something like that. That's usually when it's the most satisfying, which makes me think I'm kind of sick. In more ways than I am now. It doesn't even take that much essence or whatever it is. Not essence. Is it essence? It is essence. Oh fuck me, they do a lot of damage. Oof. Oh, I'm losing my bits too, or whatever they are. My monies. Oh god. This one seems to do a bit more damage. No, it doesn't. Yeah, I mean, you can't really do much more because they have so much health, and you can't damage him. So it's like, fucking, you don't really have much of a choice, do you? Oh, fuck, I killed him. Didn't even do that. That's gold boy. Oh, go. Cool. That's a handy little ability. Well, since we got that, we might end it at that once we finish this off. Some more points and an achievement. An achievement. Didn't pop up though. That's fine. I don't know. We might just head to a thingy. We'll get to a save, like a fast travel point, and we'll leave off at that. Oh shit. I don't really like it when games don't let you just save manually. It's handy because usually these kind of games that don't, they have their own pretty decent autosave, but sometimes that screws you over pretty bad. I don't like replaying stuff. I've done it already, and not so into doing it again. Where does it take me? Is this shorter or? Yeah. A lot of older games are like that too. Which is, I mean, they're old, so you couldn't really like just save whenever you wanted to, because that was part of the whole difficulty. But still, it's just so nice being able to like pause it, and then go do what you got to do, and then that's it. You know, you don't have to fuck around for. Like, oh god, it takes me an hour to get back to the next save point. Otherwise, I lose 3 hours of progress. Yeah, I'm not into that. Launch basic enemies. Yes, please. And I'll get this thing. Launch damage 50%. And what's this one up here? 5% to seize duration. That's not like a lot, is it? We probably do need some health though, so we'll grab that. Alright. And yeah. Cool. Quit to menu. Alright, well, I think we're going to leave it there. Tomorrow we might play some more. What are we playing at the moment? We've got this, Minecraft. We're playing something else too. I've forgotten. Minecraft. Fuck, what else are we playing? Minecraft Control. Bleh. For fuck's sake, what else? It's been a while. I had a few days off last week. Well, off from the stream anyway. I've completely forgotten. Could be all the drugs I've been taking, but you know. Control? Oh yeah, we're playing Knights of the Old Republic 2, duh. Herp derp. Alright, yeah. Fuck's sake. Alright, well, I think my game is frozen. Oh, there we go. So yeah, we'll leave it at that, and I will catch you guys next time. Thank you very much for watching. Appreciate it. Means a lot. And yeah. Enjoy the rest of your day or night, whichever it is. I'll catch you later. You too, Matthew. Bye-bye.